in our lifetime, probably anywhere from 25 to 30 years we sleep, right? So 25 to 30 years we sleep, and very often we don't know what's happening that time. And very often it's not seen as very important, not sacred, not something that is very useful. People go to sleep, but just go to sleep, right? So, for example, tonight everybody's going to go to sleep. How many of you are looking forward to go to sleep? Okay, that's good. But how many of you are planning to do something, stay late and study, or do something, or planning, or something like that, watch something? Okay. So you see, very often for us, night is somehow, we go to sleep, but we don't look at really like something very look forward to, something very special, something very needed, something is very good for your physical health, mental health, your well-being, personal development, spiritual development. We don't think that way. We just go to sleep. We just hopefully get good rest, good deep sleep, but not guarantee, but we go to sleep. So in Tibetan tradition, what is done is going to sleep, it's whole another understanding. It's like it's a sacred journey. It's a spiritual journey. It's a journey where a lot of possibility to understand oneself, one's conditions, one's potentiality. So, for example, every night when we go to sleep, we have many times a lot of negative dreams, sometimes we have positive dreams. Very often it is said that a positive dream turning into more like a negative dream rather than negative dream turning into a positive dream. It's like it goes the other way around. More often we have nightmares than better dreams, so it's like very often in the night we go through a lot of sleep deprivation, problems of sleep deprivation, nightmares, so sleep, interrupted sleeps, not getting enough rest, and when we have a dream, the dream influences us. For example, every night, whatever dream you have, chances are these dreams will be impacting your mental health or your mood or your restfulness in the morning. You don't get good rest because you have this long nightmare of dreams, fearful dreams or something like that. So the dream yoga practice is very much about really like it's a personal and spiritual development. So it's like discovering a whole another time to practice, meditate. That makes sense? So usually we don't think about, you go to sleep, in the morning you become a better person. You go to sleep, in the morning you're better psychologically, more healthier, or physically you're more healthier. In principle, yes. So if you really look the sleep in a right, positive way, the sleep is important, it's a sacred, utilizing how to be conscious, how to have a lucid dream, how to change your nightmare into at least protect from it or change into something positive. So in the morning, again, you don't have too long bad experiences. So that's the idea here. It's the whole, in Tibetan tradition, this used as a way of spiritual development. So it's not so much of psychological development. It is, of course, psychological development, but they don't look as more psychological. It's part of the spiritual development. So people practice that every night when people try and go to sleep, they practice. So yeah, so what about lucid dream? For example, lucid dream is one of the very important part of this practice. And lucid dream means being conscious of your dream as a dream while you're dreaming. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. So when you're sleeping, you're dreaming, you're aware that it's a dream. So that's called lucid dreaming. So, and what does that do? It's when you're conscious, it's a dream. That means in dream you don't have to worry. It's just a dream. This is how we think. It's a dream, don't worry about it. Or it's a dream and I can do anything. I can change, so I don't have to suffer continuously. I don't have to be stuck in one place continuously. I can change and transform and do many things. So that's the idea. But in order to do that, you have to have first lucid dream. I'll tell one story a student of mine shared. So she had a dream that I think in her life, in generally, she was feeling a little bit unsafe, threatened, unsafe, not very secure in her life. That was kind of general sense of her life. But in dream, she was doing some dream yoga practices, and she had this dream where she was in the restaurant, and it was in the evening, and she was a little bit worried, and then she was leaving the restaurant, and she saw a bunch of guy following her, and she goes to the parking place. They're following her. She gets in the car. They're following her. She drives on the highway. They're following her, and suddenly she realized this is a dream. The moment she realizes this is a dream, so the mantra is, this is a dream, and in dream I can do anything. Right? You're free. In dream you're free. In reality you're not free. That's the idea we have, right? So that's the definition of reality, definition of seriousness is potential to have more problems. Right? So for her was, this is a dream, in dream I can do anything. So she flew her car into the sky. Her car was flying, and all the guys were stuck in a car on the highway. On the highway, they're stuck. So she looks down, and she's feeling this deep sense of free liberation. And of course, for us, we can talk about it, but the way she describes it is a very unique experience. And for us, or for Tibetan in generally, in these kind of experiences, is that something deep change happens in her. So it's not like just a dream, but some deep energetic, psychological shift happens in her, that this sense of being free from what she's afraid of, or free from those who are after her. That sense of freedom that she felt. And then, so if in a way we think about if you're analyzing a dream, you bring that dream back, and you analyze for a long time. But maybe the effect of that transformation, what happened in dream, with the help of lucid dream, we think it's far more powerful than very analytical approach. This is also very energetic, physical, also some sensation deep inside. So that's one example.